What you gonna do when highlight catch an attitude? Drop to the knees and show gratitude. Kiss my ring, chick.
Hey, what's good, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Boy, Jay LaRone, welcome back, man. Please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and share. This morning, we're going to talk about this thing about women being submissive, right? I was listening to I saw a clip of Louis Farrakhan where he was giving a speech, right? And in his speech, you know, he talking about women submitting to their man, right? And of course, you know, hey, that's a big topic. That's a tough topic because we all know a lot of women don't want to submit, right? Especially in the black community, a lot of black women. That word submit is like, you know, you striking a match, you pouring gasoline on them and striking that match. You know what I'm saying? You gonna set off a blaze. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women, man, they hear the word submit and they automatically think slave, right? For some reason, when women hear that word submit, slavery come to mind. I ain't gonna be a slave. What? Submit? Why I gotta submit? I ain't no slave and you mean walk around barefoot and pregnant? You know what I mean? That's every woman's go-to, right? For some reason, you know what I mean? Why they get that stuck in their head that submissive mean we want you to be barefoot and pregnant and, you know, we just walking around with a whip telling y'all what to do. That's not what that means, right? And Farrakhan made a good point. You know, men are not saying, oh, well, since I'm the man, I'm in charge, you got to do everything I say. No. All he's pointing out is that y'all just need to listen. When a man come up with something, whatever it is, just listen, right? Be open to it. Don't give pushback every time a man makes a decision, right? That's all submission is. The man is the lead. He leads. You don't need to push back at every cornerstone or every instance. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have an opinion. We're not saying you walking around head down, you know, looking up, may I speak, sir? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying that, right? Say what you gotta say. You ain't gotta be combative when you say it. Just present what you need to present. As a man, what we're gonna do, we're gonna listen. We're gonna take it into consideration. If it makes sense, if we can use it and apply it, then that's what we're gonna do. If not, we have the last say so. You know what I mean? If it makes sense, then yeah, we will run with it. No doubt about that. If it can benefit the family, we're gonna run with it. You know what I mean? And we might not take everything you say, we might take part of it. Just depends on what it is and how beneficial it can be, right? So don't get mad if you have a decision, you know, come with an opinion and we don't take the whole opinion. You know what I mean? We might only need part of what you say. You know what I mean? We might use all of it. Then we might use none of it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all women gotta realize that men have a lot on their plate, right? We have a lot of decisions to make on what's going to benefit the family, what might set us back, and all that. We see things different. So when we're making our decisions, we're not going to make a good decision if we have to fight you on a decision every time we make one, right? That's not going to benefit us or the family at all. It's going to push us back. You know, and another thing, right, what Farrakhan was saying, and this is true too, because we don't talk about this enough, right? A lot of times, and we get it, a lot of times women don't submit because of the man. You know what I'm saying? We know that if it's a man that has all his shit together, we know a lot of times women won't submit to that man either. But if you are a man and your woman won't submit and she don't listen to you, she don't respect you, and she's not taking your guidance, then you gotta look back, you gotta reflect and be like, okay, what is it about me, or what is it that I'm doing that this woman don't want to listen to me? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's us, guys, to be honest with you. A lot of times it's us. A lot of us don't know how to lead. A lot of us don't make good decision making. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us aren't good decision makers. That's just what it is. A lot of us aren't. So if you do have a woman that's kind of balking at your decisions, you gotta look at yourself and ask, what is it about me, or what decisions have I made, or why does she feel like she doesn't have to listen to me? Why isn't my woman submitting to me? You know what I mean? And a lot of times it is us. A lot of the blame that comes on the men, comes on us men. A lot of us are not prepared to lead. A lot of us are not prepared to make certain decisions. Whether that's been our upbringing, a lot of us guys was coddled as boys by our moms because dad wasn't there. A lot of that has a lot to go into it as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lot of fucked up shit out there, to be honest with you. You got the men on one end, you got the women on the other, right? You got good men, you got good women, right? I know we always focus on why women don't submit, why women ain't doing this, but to be honest, and women, we get it, but a lot of it is on the men. A lot of it is, the men are not prepared to lead, but that's not every man. It's only a certain sector of men who can't lead, right? And we get it. We understand why you don't submit to that type of man. But also, you have men who check all your boxes, who are able to make decisions, who's financially sound, who gets up and get it, who works at 40 hours a week, and he sees that, okay, I need to do another 20. So either I'm going to get some overtime in my job, or I'm going to go out and get a part-time job. You know what I mean? So you have guys who are proactive, who's motivated, who will do what he need to do to secure his family, right? And you got guys who fucking just go lay up on the couch all day and eat chips and play video games and drink beer. You know what I'm saying? So if you pick that type of dude, then yeah, that's what you're gonna get. And if you are that type of dude, then that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a woman that won't submit to you. You know what I mean? If you out here, if you barely working, and all you do is play video games and shit, hang out with your boys and drink, and you're not taking care of yourself, she gonna look at you as a lazy slob, to be honest with you. And a lot of and I don't blame them. A lot of guys, man, a lot of us guys, we are just a bunch of lazy fucking slobs. Fat, out of shape, good for nothing, right? And I'm just keeping it above. It is, it's true. A lot of guys need a kick in the ass to do what needs to be done. So, yeah, if you got a woman, man, and she ain't respecting you, you gotta look at yourself and see why. That's just how it is, right? But yeah, man, like I said, he has some interesting points, and like I said, a lot of times we don't touch on that. We don't touch on the fact that, it's a lot of times it's the men. And I hate to say it, but a lot of times you women, y'all probably need to get up out of these situations y'all are in. Y'all shouldn't be with men who are like this, right? Now, I don't know if the guy was a lazy slob before you married him, and he just became that way over time. I mean, people change. People do change, right? But if you see a guy that has no ambition when you're dating him, when you're in a relationship with him, that's what y'all need to be looking at. What type of ambition this guy has. If he doesn't have any ambition, he's not motivated when you're dating, 9 times out of 10, he's not going to be that motivated once you get married. right? Now, some guys will have a quick, aha moment, or, damn, I'm messing up, and will make that change. You do, but there are guys that will do that. There are guys that will see, oh man, I got this family now, I'm married, I can't keep doing this. Some guys will self-reflect. And that's a good thing, right? It's a good thing to have that self-reflection, to be self-aware and be like, whoa, I'm not moving right. We need to make some changes. You know what I mean? I got this wife. Sooner or later we might be expecting. I need to straighten up. Some guys will accept that about themselves and motivate and get motivated and do what they need to do. But there are some guys that won't. Some guys feel like, hey, I'm comfortable, I'm good. Shit, she do what the fuck she want to do. She can take it or leave it. You know what I mean? Some guys have that attitude. She can take it or leave it. I'm going to do me. Either she like it, she on board with it, or she ain't. And then you guys are the ones wondering why your women don't listen to you. Right? We have to be men, man. Men are the backbone, right? If your house is not strong, if your house don't have strong leadership, then you gotta look at yourself. There's a reason why your home is in the predicament that it's in, right? If you're not a good leader, your house will suffer. Your woman won't listen. Your children won't listen. Then you wonder why you have such a dysfunctional household. And a lot of that falls down to leadership. It boils down to leadership. So I get it. I get it when women, say that they can't find a man to lead, because there are guys out there who can. But we know a lot of the BS is because most women don't want to listen, even when they do have a man that can lead, or a man that is leading. We know that to be true as well, right? So, it's in our community, man, we got a lot of this back and forth going on. The men don't want to listen to the women, and the women don't want to listen to the men. We have a lot of victim blaming, victim shaming, insecurities, projection. We have a lot of that. And in order for the black community, man, to get along, for the men and women to get along, man, we got to make a change. A lot of times we just don't look inside ourselves and see that where our faults are at, right? And then if we do see fault, we don't want to change. Everybody should just be cool with how, how we are. Like women always say, you should love me for me. I ain't gotta change. Take me as I am. And you got men on the same boat. They act the same way. Stubborn. Either my way or the highway. Right? You cannot have all these faults, right? These inconsistencies, and expect people to follow you. Now, nobody's perfect. We all know that, right? We all know nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. Even the best of us, even the guys who are leading, that are doing things right, making good decisions, you're going to make some bad ones, right? We all know that. There's going to be some bad decision making going on. Nobody's going to be perfect. But in that, we have to realize that even though we're not perfect, even though we're not going to make the right decisions, that don't mean that you don't listen to somebody, right? That don't mean that person doesn't know what they're doing. Everybody who has accomplished something has made a bad decision along the way. That's why they're able to be accomplished, because they made the mistakes. They've learned from their mistakes. They were brave enough to try to make a mistake, right? So women, and what I'm saying is, women, y'all can't be beating up on your man because he made a mistake. He's honestly, genuinely trying to provide a better outcome for your home, for your family. He's gonna make a mistake. Nobody's gonna, make every a correct decision every time. Right? Every time we make a decision, we don't know where it's gonna go. We don't know where it's gonna lead. We have an idea. You know what I mean? We can, kind of structure it to where it's gonna lead us to this path, but shit happens, right? You can't predict the future. You can prepare for what might happen, but you still can't predict it. So, women, you need to give your men some grace to make mistakes. They're going to make a mistake, but they're trying, and that's what counts, right? As long as he's trying, as long as he's, this shit don't go right, bam, he hops up, he keeps going, he keeps moving. That's what you want. You don't want a man that's going to lie down and die and say, oh, fuck it, this ain't worth it. You know what I mean? You don't want that. You want the guy that's going to keep trying. Whenever there's odds, he's going to keep pushing, right? Who wants a guy who's going to lay down every time, he comes up against an obstacle? You don't want that. You don't want a guy that's going to lay down and roll over. You want a guy that's going to stand up and fight, right? Those are the guys that should get your submission. Those are the guys who have put in the work to earn your submission. Because he's out there fighting for you. He's out there fighting for you. He's fighting for your family. He's fighting for your survival. So that man should be the one that whatever he says, whatever he says should go, right? Whatever decision he makes, that should be the decision that you run with. Because even if it's a bad decision, he's going to make up for it. That's what men do. We're not afraid to make the hard calls. We're not afraid to stumble and fall and get back up and hit it again, right? But yeah. And like I said, there are going to be guys who don't want to do nothing. There are guys out there who will just ride that wave, you know what I mean? Wherever it takes them, that's where they're going to end up. They have no motivation, no ambition. They're not proactive. Like I said, they're just going to ride the wave. They're just going to sit back. Wherever life takes them, that's where they end up. No direction. You got to have direction, right? But yeah, take that for what it's worth, man. Take it for what it's worth. If you guys need to make changes, make the changes. Become a better you, right? Become better than what you are. Always strive to be better. And once you do that, your woman will see that and she will follow you. She will submit. Now, if she still doesn't want to listen and she's still hard-headed and complaining and, hey, you doing everything you need to do, then maybe she's just not the one for you. Right? And vice versa. Women, if y'all you got a man who just being lazy, lollygaggy, and ain't trying to better himself, ain't trying to better the family, he's just, riding the wave, doing what he got to do, and he don't care what happens, then, yeah, he's not going to be the man. He's not going to be the man for you. You're not going to submit to him. You shouldn't be there. You should not be with a man that you can't submit to. Right? Why put him through that? Why put yourself through that? it's like self-sabotage. But guys, hey, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Let me know what you think. Drop some comments down below. The boy J. Larone, please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another, man. Y'all have a good weekend. It's Saturday, man. Enjoy this holiday, Juneteenth. All right. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.
What you gonna do when highlight catch an attitude? Drop to the knees and show gratitude. Kiss my ring, chick.